This video is going to be a continuation of a previous video that I recently did, or at least a continuation of some of the taps that I revealed in it. So I had revealed this Genesee tap, and there's these two other ones here. And I am going to start out with this one right here, because if you're a fan of Genesee, there's a good chance that you're a fan of Genesee Cream Ale. So this is a great one, just a fairly classic style. You'll notice with this one was the metal one. This one is one of the lucite or acrylic ones. And if you're not familiar with these, then there's a couple of things to look for with a lot of these. They're going to have a flat back there, and then you're going to have a angle or shape on the front. So you'll notice that right there. If you've only seen this on tap at a bar, you may have not noticed some of these details, so hopefully this will be interesting info for you. Another thing that you'll notice is when you're looking at it from the side, you don't see these elements that much, and that's because you have a flat element that has the design portion on the front and or back. With this one, if we check out the back of it, you'll notice that it's got the same design on the front and the back. So you've got Genesee Cream Ale there with the little registered trademark there. So that is consistent on the back and front. This one, of course, is going to be it's going to look slightly different because you're looking at the back there. So another thing that's cool about a lot of these tap handles from this general period, so if anybody does have more detailed dates, let me know. Generally, I put the period for these as being like late 60s, early 70s into kind of like sometimes up into the little 90s. That really depends upon the brewery. But one of the things that you'll notice about these that's pretty cool is that a lot of times it will be a kind of shiny material there. So you'll notice here is shiny green that you have there, as well as the gold, and that is on both the back and the front. And then another touch that you'll notice on a lot of these tap handles is this colored portion at the bottom. Sometimes this will just be all the kind of clear acrylic or lucite all through it. Other times you'll have that kind of colored portion depending upon the tap. And then here you'll notice that you also have a little bit of a threaded insert. Very worth noting when you do have these versus when you don't. So with this one for the Genesee Cream Ale, this particular version, you do want to check that out, because if you don't see that little brass threaded insert in there, then that will most likely mean that it isn't the right threading that you need. So normally you'll need that 3/8/16 threading. That's what we have here. That's the standard North American threading. And if you don't see that insert, then it's not going to work normally on any of the adapters or on most of the faucets unless you do get a threading adjustment there. So there we are, Genesee Cream Ale, just great tap. I'm guessing that a lot of people, if you were drinking around that time, if this was one of your go-to beers, you were probably quite familiar with this tap handle. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll be doing another follow-up video right after this one for the last tap in the series.